My name's David Wright. I'm the principal here at Dauphin County Tech. And in an effort to improve our communication with our families and our students, in addition to our monthly newsletters and the emails that I send you from time to time to update you on things that are happening here, we're also going to add these videos, a video newsletter, so to speak, of the things that are happening and the things that will be happening and the things that we're celebrating here at Dauphin County Tech so that you can become even more informed about what's going on here in your school. So this is our first one. Today is September the 14th, and hopefully these videos will be something you find helpful and useful and you'll be able to watch. The first item up on our monthly newsletter this month has to do with our summer activities. This summer, I worked with our assistant principals and we went through our student code of conduct and our student handbook, and we revised that entire document. And I think the result is a cleaner, smoother document that's easier for students and families to understand and follow so that the expectations are clear and the consequences and the procedures, should those expectations not be met, are also clear. The goal of any disciplinary system in any school shouldn't be revenge or to get back at a kid. It's just to teach, and that's what we're doing here. So hopefully the students, they have received this new handbook. It was delivered to them this week after a bit of a delay in the manufacturing process. So ask your student about that. Ask your student to take a look at that, go through it. And if you have any questions, please give us a call. I think you will find that compared to the document that was given out last year, it's a bit smoother and it's a lot easier to understand without having to hunt for the information that you're looking for. Also, over the summer, I was able to join a group that was hosted by the Dauphin County Department of Public Safety and their Office of Emergency Management. And what that was a gathering of school officials from across the county. And we've started an effort to coordinate our efforts. And what we're hoping is that eventually we'll be able to form an organization and a committee that is countywide, and should the unthinkable happen in any one of our schools, any kind of tragedy or devastating situation, we would all be able to pull together and assist one another so that if there's for instance, a flooding incident at one school, the resources available to all the other schools would be able to be pulled together and help those kids out so that none of us is alone. All of us have a vested interest in the safety and security of the kids in our county, regardless of which school we attend or which school district we live in. So this is an effort to coordinate those efforts and not just keep the kids here at DCTS safe, but the kids across our county safe as well. So look for more information on that. We are just in the beginning stages, but it's very promising and it's really exciting to be a part of that. I've been joined by Dr. Lori Susky, who's the superintendent at Middletown, and she and I will be the co-chair people of that particular organization. So I'll keep you posted as we get closer and closer to a more concrete plan. A few reminders and updates for you. This coming Tuesday, the 18th, that is picture day for our freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. They were given an envelope from our photographer on their first day of school. It's in that packet that we sent home on the first day. If that did not make it home to you, don't worry. We do have extras here in the main office. Please ask your student to pick one of those up on Monday, bring it back home that day, and then they can bring that with them to school on Tuesday for pictures. I know it's a very important day for our families is to get those pictures done. If there is an issue, the student's absent or something like that, there will be a retake day later on, probably in December, but we haven't finalized that date yet. I'll keep you posted though. Another reminder for something coming up. Back to school night is scheduled to start at 6 p.m. on Thursday the 27th. We will be in the auditorium. And once a short presentation has concluded there, you'll have an opportunity to follow a shortened, abridged version of your student's schedule that will be provided to you that night. It is not parent-teacher conferences, so you won't have an opportunity to work one-on-one with your teacher. This is more to get an idea of what your student's day is like, have some FaceTime with each of the teachers, hear a little bit about what's happening in that class so that you can have an idea of what's going on there. But if you want a parent-teacher conference, we can absolutely set one of those up. Talk to the teacher, ask them to reach out to you the following day or in the following days to schedule something, or contact our guidance office and request that they coordinate setting up a meeting. It's something that we're more than happy to do when you need it for good reasons or when you're looking for some help or some answers. So you can contact our guidance office or the individual teacher to set that up. And if you'd like an administrator to be there, ask us that too. We're more than happy to participate as you need us to. Another event I want to remind everyone of, and actually it's not a reminder, it's informing you probably for the first time, But on September 27th, the same day as back to school night, uh, here at DCTS, we are going to administer the ASVAB test to all 10th grade students. Those are our sophomores. Juniors and seniors can take it, but we're going to administer it to all of our sophomores. And there's a couple of reasons why we've targeted that group. First of all, the ASVAB is a career battery that's one of the best out there, and it doesn't cost anything. This is a test that is designed to give kids an insight as to not just the career field, but the field within the field. So carpentry is a big field. You can do a lot within that field. Electronics is a big field. There's a lot you can do within that. So even some career areas that we don't offer here at DCTS are covered on this test, and it gives kids an idea of the direction they can go into that. Now, the reason we go with sophomores is because, one, they have the maturity necessary to take the test seriously and to get good quality information out of it, but also because they're sophomores, the military is not entitled to their contact information as a result of taking the test. Juniors and seniors can be contacted by a recruiter after they've taken this test, but sophomores cannot be. There are rules in place that prohibit them from doing that. So families who are concerned about the military connection can rest assured, because it is not permitted for the military to contact sophomores as a result of the ASVAB. They're happy to give the test to the sophomores because it's a valuable tool, but it's not part of any recruiting drive or any recruiting effort. So that's going to take place on the 27th, September 27th. Another reminder for you, students who have signed up for the PSATs, that test is on October the 10th. The signups have closed on that, and that's not our call. That's from the College Board. We did make a marked effort here to communicate with typically our sophomores take that test. And we had a hardcore recruiting effort to get our 10th graders to sign up for the PSAT. That test will be on October the 10th. And finally, I want to talk to you a little bit about the DCTS Education Foundation. In this day and age, schools are always looking for ways to save finances and to spread their money as far as they can, to stretch every dollar, because it's that kind of society that we live in right now, where money's tight, and it's tight everywhere. And as a result, education foundations have been popping up all across the state and across the country to assist schools so that when funding sources are tight, kids don't suffer. And our education foundation is working to grow and to provide more opportunities for our families and our kids. And it's really a great thing. And there are 3 things coming up or currently in place that you can do to help that education foundation. And they're really, really cool things worth your time. The first one is for those of you who shop on Amazon. If you're an Amazon shopper, instead of going to Amazon.com, you could go to smile.amazon.com. And when you go there, you can select Dauphin County Technical Schools DCTS Education Foundation as a beneficiary of your Amazon shopping. It doesn't add anything to the cost of your item. It doesn't have a fee associated with it. But once you select DCTS Education Foundation as the beneficiary, every time you shop on Amazon, they will make a donation to our foundation. And like I said, it doesn't cost you anything, but our kids get a great benefit. So I would love if you could consider doing that if you're an Amazon shopper. And on a similar vein, Giant A+ rewards, most of us have one of those cards, and we have designated the rewards for those cards to go to many of us, to a school or some other nonprofit charitable organization. And a couple of years ago, Giant has allowed us to choose more than one beneficiary. So if you're like me, I have an elementary student who obviously can't come here to DCTS, and we have designated her elementary school as a beneficiary for those A+ rewards, which is a really good thing. But now I have also designated DCTS's Education Foundation as a beneficiary, because we can do more than one, and that's a great thing. So if you were aware of that, but you didn't know that you could have more than one organization receive those funds, now you do. Now you know that. So please go onto Giant's website and select us as well. Select DCTS Education Foundation as a beneficiary. Again, all of that money doesn't cost you anything, but Giant will be helping out our kids, and we'll be able to use that money to benefit our student body. And the third thing I want to share with you is a great trip that's being organized by the foundation. It's a day in New York City, the day after Thanksgiving. Tickets are $65, and that $65 gets you an awful lot. It gets you round-trip transportation on the bus to and from New York City. It gets you beverages and snacks on the bus. It even gives you a T-shirt to commemorate the occasion, which is really cool. And the other thing is, it's a non-agenda trip. So you get to New York, and you're on your own. You can shop, you can visit theater, you can have lunch, do all the things that you wanted to do for the whole day there in New York City. It's a fantastic trip. It happens the day after Thanksgiving. If you want more information on that, you can go to our website. There's a link there, or you can give us a call. Excuse me, the phone number is 717-652-3170, and the extension you want is 7123. Mrs. Ribbons will pick that up, and she can take care of giving you the information you need, answering your questions, and even selling you a couple of tickets. And I hope that that trip is going to be a good one. So don't wait too long, because it's going to fill up. It's a very popular trip, and the price is really reasonable for comparable trips. Pay a lot more. So we got a really good deal going with that. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes to watch this video. Again, I hope that it helps you connect with us here at DCTS. We're really grateful that you trust us enough to send your kids to us. I know that it's a big deal. It's a big deal, and we don't take it lightly, and we certainly don't take your trust for granted. Thank you very much, and I hope you have a fantastic weekend.